So let's go on to one more sum. I will call it 9. This is 9G, sum 9G. Okay, we have did two extra sum 9E and 9F. I will do one more 9G. Okay. So what is the sum reads? Let's read the sum. How much heat should be supplied to raise the temperature of 6 kilograms of water from 50 to 100 degrees Celsius? So I'll read again. How much heat should, read carefully, okay? Always. It's a simple sum, easy sum. Don't worry. How much heat should be supplied to raise the temperature of 6 kilograms of water from 50 to 100 degree Celsius? So think, which formula will I use? First or second? Third formula is when you have calorimeter, something that is a different type. Okay. Basically, these are all 2 mark sum which I am doing. Okay, 2 or 3 mark sums. So will I use Q equal to ml or Q equal to mc delta T? Again, I am repeating myself. When will we use Q equal to ml? When only the state changes and the temperature remains the same. When we use Q equal to mc delta T, why delta T? Difference in temperature. So mc delta T is only when there is a difference in temperature, when the temperature changes and the state remains the same. So when the state changes and temperature remains same, this. When the temperature changes and state remains the same, this formula. Okay. So here now what is happening? Easy. Think. What is happening? It's water only changing from 50 to 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, they didn't say steam. They just say 100 degree. Don't think 100 degree was steam. No, 100 degree can be even water. Okay, once water reaches 100 degree, then it starts becoming steam. Okay, so don't get confused. Okay, so 6 kilograms of water. So my mass is 6 kilograms. Now you will say, "Arey, 6 kilograms." All the other sums it is given in grams. So I have to change to grams. No, need not do it. You don't have to do it, because the specific heat of water, C, it can be, listen carefully, specific heat of water, C, can be 1 calorie per gram degree Celsius, or it can be written as 1 kilocalorie per kilogram degree Celsius. So the units are same, calorie per gram degree Celsius or kilocalorie per kilogram degree Celsius. So even if it is measure the quantity of water or whatever the liquid is given in kilograms, you can use the same formula. The value remains the same. 1 calorie per gram, calorie per gram, 1 kilocalorie per kilogram, kilocalorie kilogram, calorie gram. Value is the same. So don't think of changing 6 kg to 6,000 gram. Don't multiply by 1000, make it grams. Okay, the answer will go wrong. Okay, please be careful. That's why purposely I did this sum with kilograms. So 6 kilograms. What is my C? My C you all know. You can, but here you write, please write kilocalorie per kilogram degree Celsius. Then the next thing we need to know is we have to use this formula, no? mc delta T. Why? Because only the temperature is changing. The state of water is the same. It is liquid state only. Okay. Now the previous two sums, okay, 9E and 9F, there we use Q equal to ml formula, because there the state was changing, the temperature was same. Here the temperature is changing, but the state of water is the same, liquid state. So what is delta T? Delta means difference in the temperature. No? Delta, the Greek word, alphabet delta T means difference in the temperature. So what is the different temperature? So the higher temperature minus the lower. So delta T will be 100 minus 50. That will be 50 degree Celsius. I hope this is clear. Okay. Now let's do the formula. Q equal to mc delta T. So mass into C into delta T. So Q, I don't know Q. Mass. What is the mass? 6 kg into 1. No, C is 1. Okay, whether it's calorie per gram degree Celsius or kilocalorie per kilogram degree Celsius, no problem. Into delta T. Delta T कितना है? तो 50. No, difference in temperature 50. No, 100 minus 50 is 50. So I'll get Q equal to 6 into 50 becomes 6 1 the 6, 650 is a 300. So I'll say 300 calories. So 300 calories. So this is the final answer. I hope it's clear. So the students, we now move on to sum number. I'll give the new number sum. I'll say sum H. So 9H. Okay, in your book there is only 4 sums A, B, C, D. I have already done E, F and G, 3 extra sums. Now I am doing one more sum, 9H. So let's read the sum. How much heat should be supplied to raise the temperature of 40 grams of ice at 0 degrees Celsius to water at 60 degrees Celsius? Now this is a little different sum. Before this, whatever 2 sums or whatever sums we have done, 3 sums were very simple sums. This is slightly difficult. I won't say difficult, easy only, little different. Okay, but of course we'll be using the same formula. That doesn't make this. So read once again with me, if you don't mind. How much heat should be supplied to raise the temperature of 40 grams of ice at 0 degrees Celsius to water at 60 degrees Celsius? Now think what is happening. Which formula do you use, this or this? When do you use this formula? When there is a change of state. Is the state changing? Check. Ice becoming water. Yes. Solid water is changing from solid to liquid state. Yes. And what about this? What about temperature? Is the temperature changing? Yes. 0 degree is becoming 60 degree. So in this sum, in the previous sum, we either use this formula or this formula. Either we use formula number 1 or formula number 2. But here you will use both the formula number 1 and formula number 2. Why? Why formula number 1? Because the state is changing. Ice is becoming water. Solid to liquid state. Yes. And why second formula also will be used? Because even the temperature is changing. 0 is becoming 60 degree. From 0 to 60. So this is a little tricky sum, little different sum, but it's a nice sum. Okay, it's easy sum, don't worry. So what is happening? I'll just write down for you if you don't mind. So ice is there. Ice first becomes water. First the ice becomes water. So ice at 0 degree Celsius will first become water at 0 degree Celsius. Okay. Now once it becomes water, all the ice gets converted to water. Temperature is same, huh? Only state has changed. So which formula will use? We'll use which formula here? ml. And which ice is becoming water? So which latent heat? L stands for what? Latent heat of fusion, because ice is melting to water. So I'll write mlf. I hope that F is seen. Okay. And let's say this is Q1. The heat is Q1 here. And then same way, I hope this is clear. Should I write it again? Little bigger. Okay. So first, my ice is changing. So I'll say ice changes to water. So ice and water becoming water at ice at 0 degree becoming water at 0 degree. And this I say is Q1. Okay. The heat absorbed. Let's say the heat absorbed is Q1. So only the state will change. And what formula will I use? ml. And ml what? To F. Okay. Why latent heat of fusion? Because ice is melting. Fusion means melting. Okay. Science, remember, fusion means melting. Okay. And then next what will happen? Once the ice becomes water, all the ice becomes water, then now the temperature will change. The state will not change. The state will remain. So water at 0 will now become water at 60 degrees Celsius. Okay. And here let's say the heat absorbed, the heat to be supplied is Q2. Whatever heat you supply to the water will be absorbed by the water. Okay, understand? Energy to be supplied, heat energy supplied is the same. The heat will be absorbed by the water. And now what formula will you use here? Because now the state is changing, so you use formula mc delta T. Find the second formula. Clear? Understood? So understand what is happening. Ice at 0 degree is becoming water at 60. So ice at 0 degree will not directly become water at 60 degree. First all the ice will melt to water. First only state will change. Temperature remains the same. Then once the temperature, when the state changes, then the temperature will what is that change, but the state will remain same. Water will remain water. First state changing, then the temperature is changing. Clear? So let's calculate. So I'll say Q1 is, what is Q1? What is the formula for Q1? I'll say MLF, M into latent heat of fusion. That is mass. What is the mass? 40 into what is the latent heat of fusion? What is the latent diffusion of water? 80 degree. What is that? 80 degree. Okay, 80 degree Celsius. So I'll say 4 8s are 32 and 2 zeros, so 3200 calories. So this is Q1. Okay, then I'll say Q2. So when the water at 0 becomes water at 60, Q2. So what is that? I'll say M. What is the formula? Now here the only the temperature is changing. Okay, so I'll say MC delta T. What is the M? M kitna hai? Mass is same, 40 into what is the C? Specific heat of water is 1, fixed 1. So even if you don't write at 1, the value will not change. Okay, because 1 multiplied by anything is a number itself. So 40 into 1 is 4. Even if you forget specific heat of water is 1, still your answer will not change, because anything multiplied by 1 is the number itself. Okay, into delta T. Delta T क्या होता है? Delta T is the difference in temperature. So what is the difference? 60 minus 0. So I'll say 60 minus 0, right? So 40 ones are 40 into 1 into 60 minus 0 is 60. So I'll get 40, 4 6 are 24, and these two zeros, 400. What is that? Calories. Okay, can you see this here? Okay, now you will add them. You will say Q is Q1 plus Q2. That is, what is Q1? Q1 is 3200. Okay, plus Q2 is 2400. That becomes 32 plus 24 becomes 56. So 5600 calories. And please write the final answer.